Properties of logarithms, great. I'd love for you to be able to use properties to simplify those logarithmic expressions, and I'd love you to translate between logarithms in any base. So here is the first property you're going to see. The logarithm of a product is equal to the sum of the logarithms of its factors. So if you had log 3 1000, that could be the same as log base 3 10 plus log base 3 100, because 10 times 100 is 1,000. Now that seems wild that would work, but I'll show you on the next slide here kind of how that could work. So log sub 4 with the big 2, they both have a base of 4. So the property is saying, well, that would be the same as if we multiply the big boy numbers. So like 4 times 32, or sorry, 2 times 32 would be 64. So it should be the same as log 4, 64, which if we then turn that into an equation, it would be 4 to the x power equals 64, which 64 is 4 to the third power. And then we'd have x equals 3. But let me show you how wild this is, because it actually works. If we kind of simplified each part of this separately, we could say 4 to the x power equals 2, and 4 to the x power equals 32. Now, 4 doesn't go into 2, right? But 4 is 2 squared. So let me scooch myself over here. So if we were to keep solving this, remember when you go power to a power, you multiply. So it'd be 2 to the 2x equals 2 to the first, which then 2x equals 1, right? Because the bases are the same. And then you would divide by 2, and you get x equals 1/2. That's a lot of work for that, but it's the same thing here. You can change the bases. 4 is 2 to the second power. 32 is 2 to the fifth power. So then you'd have 2 to the 2x equals 2 to the fifth. And then you'd have 2x equals 5. And then you divide by 2, and x equals 5 over 2. Now, if you add those together like it had originally, 1/2 plus 5/2 would be 6/2, and 6/2 is 3. Ho-ho! But how much easier was that second property than doing all that work separately? So remember, if there is addition, you can just multiply the big numbers there. So I want you to try both of these. Try them out and see if you come up with the same answers here. What in the world? Well, that's just the answer. Log 5, and it'd be 625 times 5. I don't know that. 625 times 25. Oh, okay. No wonder they wrote it like that. So we'd say 5 to the x equals 625 times 25. Now 625 is 5 to the fourth. 25 is 5 to the second, which then that would be 5 to the sixth. So you get x equals 6. Hopefully I have enough time for this one. Goodness. Yeah, I'm running out of time. So log 1/3, 27 times 1/9 is 3. 1/3 to the x equals 3.